My name is Tulim Bete. I'm a lesbian and my pronouns are she, her.
My name is Tom. I'm pansexual and my pronouns are he, him.
My name is Umlilo. I'm a trans woman and my pronouns are she and her.
I am Mukasa, a non-binary Ugandan living in South Africa. My pronouns are they, them, theirs.
Ihre Identität offenleben können sie in Afrika am ehesten in Südafrika. Viele queere Menschen fliehen deshalb aus anderen Ländern hierher.
The stigma around homosexuality in Uganda is very strong. If you feel like you want to come out, it becomes very hard and very challenging. So it became very scary. I couldn't share it with anybody because I knew once I came out, I just knew it was going to be the end of me. With my education, with my friends, with the school. So I just had to stay in the closet, keep quiet, and concentrate on my books.
In Südafrika verbietet die Verfassung, eine Person aufgrund ihrer sexuellen Orientierung zu diskriminieren.
Maybe we are the example of what happens in a society when we practice diversity. South Africa is the first place, I guess, in the world that has so many diverse cultures and people, and we are like a social experiment. Can all of these people live together in peace? Can all of these people have their rights recognized? Can they thrive in the society?
Everything in the love of my life, my will to live and a split to survive. But I got that power.
I am non-binary. It's me accepting myself with who I am and my pronouns and my sexuality. Basically, not conforming to any sexuality groups or norms that we grew up seeing. I have three beautiful identities: King, Coco, and Kyon. King is very organized, very structured. And then when it comes to Kyon, Kyon is the playful, very energetic, very flamboyant and active. And then when it comes to Coco, they are the lady. Love is one of the biggest and the best forces of the universe. You need to love yourself, express yourself, and freely blossom into becoming the most authentic version of yourself. Love is me breathing. Love is me feeling. Love is me growing. In 2018, I was dating somebody. And then one day, I'm still in the closet. The father of the boy contacted me and said to me, I need you to leave my son alone. Do not contact my son. Do not call my son. Leave my family alone. And that is what I was told, that I am recruiting children into the Illuminati. It's this imagination that there's a cult where children are being recruited and maybe given a certain amount of money to become homosexuals. I didn't know who else to tell. I knew I couldn't tell my mother. I remember I was very scared. I couldn't speak to anybody. I went to my mom and I told her that I got a job. Mom, I got a job. I got a job in South Africa. Honestly, I wish I told her the truth right there, that I'm leaving because of my sexuality. or I wish I was able to open up. I left Uganda. I honestly didn't know where I was coming. I didn't know who I was going to meet. I didn't know where I was going to stay. I had no friends.
Heute wohnen Mukasa in einem Vorort von Johannesburg. Sie träumen davon, eines Tages in Kapstadt zu leben.
I would say Cape Town has the freedom for me because you can dress however you want to dress and you get a compliment. Hey sexy, you look good. I love your shoes. I love your heels, or so you get to feel that okay, I'm in a place where I'm welcome. I'm in a safe space to be whatever I want to be.
In Kapstadt fand 1990 die erste Pride in Afrika statt. Seither sind viele Orte hier entstanden, wo sich queere Menschen sicher fühlen. Die Stadt ist mittlerweile eine der beliebtesten Destinationen der weltweiten LGBTQA+-Community.
I'm proud to be trans and everything, but it's very difficult. And there are times where it just makes you feel like the dysphoria and everything and the way you feel in your own body. It's not very nice. So it's not something someone would necessarily choose to live with.
Tom lebt in Kapstadt und ist 17 Jahre alt. Als er 13 war, also vor seiner Transition, beging sein Vater Selbstmord.
I got very depressed after he died. And then I started seeing someone for that. And I started seeing a lot of trans people on social media and stuff. And I started thinking about it a lot and realized that I was very unhappy with being a girl and unhappy with my body. So I told my sister. Saying it out loud to her kind of made me fully realize it all. And then I came out to my mom, and then I started using a different name at school and pronouns just to see what it was like.
Tom ist das jüngste von 3 Kindern und lebt noch als einziger zu Hause.
I was concerned that somebody so young could feel so sure. And I was like, don't we have to wait until you're a bit older to realize this? But actually, that's definitely not the case. And I was also, I kind of went a bit like, a man, really? They're not my tribe.
They like the
They said I look like a fairy.
Die Mutter erlaubt ihm, Hormone zu nehmen.
When I first started taking testosterone, I noticed my voice got deeper and I started getting more muscle and things like that, which makes me feel a lot like I like those things about me. There are a few things that I would still like to do, obviously with hormones. I'm starting to grow facial hair, so I'd like to eventually be able to grow more or less a full beard and stuff.
I had 3 daughters initially, so I was used to, when dinner's ready, I would just yell up the stairs, girls, come for dinner. And it took me quite a long time to break that habit. And I would just yell up the stairs, amazing humans, come for supper.
There's a lot of support. My family, they had a few questions about it, but they kind of just from the beginning, this is who you are. And all my friends also, they didn't really ask questions. They were just like, okay. They just made the switch.
In Südafrika sind die Rechte queerer Menschen durch die Verfassung geschützt.
The Constitution is one of the best things we ever did in this country. Some people have like a Bible or a Quran or whatever. We have the Constitution. And it's almost our barometer of whether we're doing the right thing or we're doing the wrong thing.
Das Verfassungsgericht in Johannesburg ist Symbol für Gerechtigkeit. Gerade wegen der eigenen Erfahrung der Unterdrückung sorgte Nelson Mandela dafür, dass Menschenrechte umfassend geschützt werden. Es ist die erste Verfassung weltweit, die die Diskriminierung von Menschen aufgrund ihrer sexuellen Orientierung verbietet.
The carriage was green and the envy was way too obscene. Everyone was just glamored by mirrors, the gold, the diamonds that...
For me, being a woman is at the moment a physical transition, because before the world saw me as a man. So it was very important for me to be not only seen as a woman, to live as a woman, because I feel like that is intrinsically me. I've been living as non-binary, I think, for the past decade, you could say. My gender expression was very much around how I feel at that moment. Still, then, it wasn't enough. For me, like, the big change actually happened after my mom passed away. Both of my parents are no longer here. I didn't care anymore what anybody else thinks. And I felt like I needed to do it even for my mother, to live my most authentic life, and that is a life as a woman. I'm a huge influence in my community. What I do does impact people and that people enjoy it. I'm very aware of that, and I'm kind of stepping into that graciously now. And it's growing, it's like international. And we have some interactions together, you know, just like hand movements, vibes, and then maybe you walk away, you know? You know, just feel it.
Around in your hair. Are you ready? Taste the best of that kitty.
I create art because I needed an outlet to express myself. I'm always aware of like where I come from. I feel the people that have molded me to be who I am, who have passed, who are now in another dimension. I feel that power. I feel my ancestors on the other side with me on stage. They live through me, you know, and I feel that energy, and I feel like it's very important for me to continue that legacy.
Build his house with a crown. He's a leader.
In diesem Haus sind die Ahnen besonders präsent. Hier leben 2 Generationen von traditionellen Heilerinnen.
The ancestors, they're acknowledging that we are here and we see you, what you are doing. And it's either they like it or they are giving you a message. The queer people, since they are being rejected by the society, I think to be connected with your ancestors, it gives you courage. The elders are working with me and they're giving me strength and they're not judging you.
Tuli ist lesbisch und berät andere queere Menschen.
Working with queer people, it's a healing process for me as well. For me, it took time to accept myself. Blow. Okay. Okay. Uflavina kanaze, nangu ngiyamakhetha kakhulu. Cela nisibonise kanjani. Futhi kwenza kanjani. Looking at these bones, they are showing me that things are not good between yourself and your partner. They are showing me that there's too much conflict that is happening. you are not talking to each other, and there is someone that has entered into your relationship, and there is someone who's talking about leaving. Is it true?
It's true. And I'm so confused myself. I don't know what to do.
We can cleanse you so that you can be yourself again. You can stand up and be yourself, because there's too much that is happening. There's too much darkness that is surrounding you that needs to be cleansed.
Okay. I believe my ancestors, they are connected with the Turi. If you don't believe ancestors, this can never work. So you need to accept, you need to believe yourself. Tuli, she's an activist. She do mobilizing about her sexuality. He doing church. He doing traditional. He do a lot of things combining.
I knew when I was young, I would follow my mother's path because I used to dream a lot. I used to question things a lot. The calling kept on reminding me that it's time. And even my grandmother, when she came to my dream, she said, your mother, she's getting old. You need to follow her footsteps, and it's time, so that this legacy won't die.
Tuli ist auch Pastorin in einer Freikirche.
There were queer people in the Bible. It's just that when you read the Bible, you need to read it differently. Look at Genesis 37, Jacob and Joseph. Joseph was different into his brothers. He was the son who had a gift. If you go down with that story of Joseph and you realize that actually Joseph was a queer person, I would say the rainbow flag comes from the Bible. If you look at the robe that Jacob made for his son, a robe of many colors, it comes from the Bible. It's not coming from me. Read the Bible, Genesis 37. It's there.
Die Bibeln in Afrika stammen aus Europa. Missionare haben als erste die christliche Moral verbreitet. Heute besitzen Kirchen enormen Einfluss auf dem Kontinent. Das gilt auch für Uganda in Ostafrika. Seit der britischen Kolonialzeit sind in dem Land gleichgeschlechtliche Handlungen per Gesetz verboten. Zum Thema Homosexualität äußert sich kaum eine Kirche gegenüber Journalistinnen aus Europa. Auch sehr vorsichtig ist der leitende Pastor der 7. Tagsadventisten.
Our church operates under our understanding and application of the Bible. We do believe that God created man and woman and set them into a loving relationship that is lifelong, as a reflection upon God himself and the church, but also for procreation and the continuity of the human race.
2023 hat Präsident Yoweri Museveni ein neues Gesetz unterschrieben, das zuvor das Parlament verabschiedet hatte. Seitdem können homosexuelle Handlungen mit lebenslänglicher Haft und in Extremfällen mit dem Tod bestraft werden.
The essence of this bill was for the preservation and the continuity and protection of the families. The family needs to be protected. The family has been infiltrated and encroached upon for its preservation.
Yoweri Museveni steht mit seinem Kampf gegen die Homosexualität in Afrika nicht alleine da. Homosexuelle Handlungen sind in mehr als der Hälfte aller Staaten illegal. Doch kein anderer afrikanischer Präsident geht so brutal dagegen vor wie er.
The homosexuals are deviations from normal. This deviant, is he deviant by nature or by nurture? The Western countries should stop wasting the time of humanity by trying to impose their practices on other people.
Seit das Anti-Homosexuellen-Gesetz in Kraft getreten ist, sind hunderte queere Menschen aus Uganda geflüchtet. 2 Männern droht bereits die Todesstrafe. In Uganda leben immer noch enge Freundinnen von Mukasa. Mit ihrer ältesten Freundin stehen sie regelmäßig in Kontakt.
Hello. Hi, bestie. Hi, bestie. Good. How is mom?
Mom is fine. She's just heading out, but the rain is just too much.
Are people, still making it a big fuss about, the anti-homosexuality bill or what?
You know our people.
Mm.
They are cowards. They will not speak about it out there openly, but they will act upon it. That one, at least, I'm sure.
Yeah, Uganda. And I really worry for you, hey, because they used to see us together all the time, going about events and stuff.
When the bill came, I cried. I'm like, okay, this is so super sad, but at least my best friend is not here for all this nonsense, for all this cruelty, for all this. It is just absurd.
I'm so grateful. I'm very, very grateful. When you look through the history of Uganda, homosexuals have existed. Before the colonial rule, Uganda was free. People were free to be whoever they wanted to be. And maybe it wasn't called the LGBTQI community then, but they had a culture. People lived freely. There were possibilities of men living together. People were more welcoming, and more accepting.
In ländlichen Gegenden Südafrikas ist die Situation für queere Menschen trotz fortschrittlicher Verfassung oft schwierig. Darum besucht Mukasa abgelegene Townships.
I'm Danny. I'm Johnny. I'm good. How are you? I'm good. Come in. How are you? I'm good. I am a human rights activist. My mission here in South Africa, I try as much as possible to educate people about the LGBTQI community and to help out those who do not have a voice. Have you done any other certificates ever since the last one?
The last one?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. That's the only one I have.
What plans do you have for the year?
I really want to learn sign language.
That is very good. That is very good.
I love sign language. Yeah.
Die beiden kommen auf Hassverbrechen zu sprechen. Gerade auf dem Land sind queere Menschen immer wieder davon betroffen.
Are the killings still very rampant?
Yeah, remember we were burying someone, I think it's 2 months back.
Really?
She died January, then the parents couldn't find the body of her for almost 6 months, I think. Yeah.
I hope, the parents get to find peace of mind.
Definitely.
hantle haholo mme go na taba tsa bosiwa di a loka empa bana ba ntse ba itamela se ebile ke amoetse le gona teng ke tlwaetse o fitlha ka nako eo le eo fela ntse ke mmontsha go ke phoso go tsamaya di bosiwa
ha na tswala tebo o tla ba tjea isa se rona hore re ka mo gesa ha se rona hore re ka mo gesa ke keng ra mo tlipitnya ka maje seo a ya leng sona re tlamehile o se amoela hantle haholo re tla etsa lenyalo le tshwana le lenyalo le leng le bile mohlomong modimo a ka re thusa le tla fita lena la batho ba normal.
As queers, as we grow, we get to tend to leave our parents behind. But I am trying to teach us queers how to learn and heal through that shame, how to help your child understand themselves, and you to help the parent to understand who you are. Most people do not know about this. They've read about it, and the only things they've read about are majorly the negative things about the community.
Hi, how are you? Good. This is Yang. This is Joy. Joy, darling.
Sängerin Umlilo auf dem Weg zum Festival Fakugesi. Hier treffen sich digitale Vordenker.
Hello.
How are you? Good, good. Umlilo. Awesome.
Es geht um die neueste Technik, aber auch um Kultur. Und bei einem Panel geht es gezielt um Erfahrungen der queeren Community.
I was growing up, I never saw anybody like me. I never had the representation. I had to go to libraries and write to magazines to send me information about my tribe and my people, you know, because I was surrounded by people who said, what you are is not real. It's so important for us to tell queer stories, especially African stories, because we don't have enough of that in the world. So it was very important for me as a storyteller in my later career to be able to tell the stories that you don't get to see in different mediums. Mentoring, it's something that I enjoy so much. So I think in a way I'm fulfilling something that I never had. I had a lot of people that influenced me, but I never had a mentor. I never had someone that I can call up and like bounce off ideas. It feels correct to pay it forward to the next generation. I am now very grateful that I have this opportunity to live my life to the full. So I am grabbing every opportunity that I can to be able to live that full life. You know, I don't want any regrets one day. I want to be able to say I lived an authentic life. Some people hated it, some people loved it, but it was authentic and it was me.
Mukasa machen sich für die Pride bereit.
I remember my very first Pride. It was like a kid in a candy store. Ooh, I was looking there, seeing the balloons, seeing the flags. I was just super excited. I had never attended a Pride. And to attend a Pride in Africa? Ooh. There are times when I've had very hard times here in South Africa, and I felt like, now I'm tired. I'm tired, I'm stressed, I'm sick, I want to go home. But then I know if I step into Uganda, I know what the government will do to me. They will right away. They'll persecute me. I just hope I can get to see my family again.
Mama, Becoming. Remember that show, Becoming?
I'm
kidding today.
We'll make them like, because this will fall out.
We'll make them like they were real.
The kids that I wanted to have could be kids that choose me. They see whatever they want to see within me. I'm called mother by different kids. I'm called uncle, and we've created beautiful moments with these people. I'm grateful I still have eyes. I'm grateful I still have hands. I'm grateful I can breathe. I stopped living in that victimized mentality. And I really applaud the courage of these young generations, you know, to come out and say, Mom, I am queer, or Dad, I do not feel as a boy, I feel I'm a girl, you know? It takes a lot of courage to come out, a lot. And it shows that we are going somewhere.
Within here, black and white, lost everything in the love of my life. My will to live and a split to survive. But I got that power. But I got that power.